5 leads that we're going to go ahead and review together. If you have any questions, I have the comments on Facebook up. 5 leads that we're going to go ahead on my phone, so that way I am able to see if you ask a question, and that way I can answer it. All right, so when you pull up one of our leads lists, you'll see a screen that looks exactly like this. All of our leads come through a Google Sheet, just like this as well. On the left side, you'll have the title of the lead. We'll have the store that we have a link to it for you. You have the link to the store to buy it. You'll have this link straight to Amazon to pull a listing up. You have a category of leads. You'll have the price from the retailer, the price at Amazon, the estimated profit per sale at the current pricing, the ROI, sales rank over 90 days, how many FBA sellers there are, as well as keeper drops over 90 days. And then on this very last column, we have notes about the product, which you'll see right here for this very first lead. It'll be utilized. This box down here shows the averages. It'll show an average buy price from the store, show your average sell price on Amazon, show your average profit per item, show your average FBA sellers, your average sales rank, as well as show the average ROI for the list. Excuse me. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up this first lead right here. All right, so this first lead on our list is this Dior Addict Lip Glow Color Awakening Lip Balm. It's kind of hard to see what color this is until you scroll down. And you'll see that the color says clear right there. So quick look at the Keepa chart history shows that this price has remained pretty consistent around $48.99, $42.59. Price is currently going up. Looks like the amount of sellers down here on this new offer count, the amount of sellers fluctuates a lot, but it's currently going down, coming back up. However, the price still stays pretty good. Go over to the retailers list. We'll find that color in the notes where it says clear. It says color clear. On the leads list, on the notes, it says clear. So we'll find clear, which is this very last box right here. Click on that. It's $38. I use this Rev Seller extension. So I'll type in $38. And estimate about a $12 profit, an ROI of 33%. Now, I did not include tax in that. You can include your own tax in that calculation. A lot of people, if they're buying products and shipping it to a prep center, they would usually have a prep center that's in a tax-free state. So there would be no sales tax. But the other thing we can do is now we have this lead right here in front of us. We have this Dior Addict Lip Glow. The color is clear. What we'll do from this point is we'll take another look on Amazon for any more listings of this. So how we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different colors. We'll look on Amazon to see if they have any other colors for sale also. So we know we have that one, the clear. We know we can buy that and sell that. But what we want to do is just want to see if we have any other colors available. So this one says rosewood. So we'll look up that color, see if there's a listing for it. So it looks like right here is a listing for it. It's no profit on that one though. Our price is 38. Current profit on it is 33. Tends to sell for about 50, but right now it's 43. Even if we go up to that 50, it's still no profit on that one. Next, we have coral. So we can look for coral. There's coral right here. Ranks a little high on that though. It's not going to be much profit. Probably would not be worth it. And we got more colors though. So we have raspberry now. We really need to find a listing where the price is over like $55 in order for it to be profitable. I think this might be the clear listing again. Yeah. So it looks like the only profitable color is going to be that clear. Check out the cherry real fast. And it keeps coming up as clear. Pink. That clear again. Yeah, just clear. Looks like here's the pink. Don't look. Yeah, I would just stick with the clear for this one. But in essence, you can look up all the different colors on Amazon and see if you can find a listing for it, is what we're doing at this point. But it looks like right now the only profitable one is that clear, which is right here on our leads list. So again, this was the lead that came straight off the list, price of 38. Pricing is $63.99. And if we drop this down to 59, still 22% ROI. Jennifer, I see your comment. Are you going to attach the list? Yeah, so in the earlier post, I added the list to it. But give me just a minute and I will post the list in here again, okay? All right, is that resolution any better now for everybody? I tried to increase it. Keep moving on to the next lead. You'll see I did post the list in the comments down below. It's that link where the Google Docs link that I posted after Jennifer asked about it. And then William, you asked about me increasing the resolution. It should be fixed at this point. If not, please comment and let me know if the resolution is still not better. William, you asked about IP alert extensions. We do have IP alert, but it's currently disabled on my laptop, just while we do this video. But I do encourage that you use the extensions for IP alert. That way you can check to make sure that nothing has a proposed IP claim problem. And William said it's still grainy. I apologize about that. Hopefully I can fix that problem for the next time we do this. All right, the next lead is going to be this Kiehl's Ultimate Razor Burn, sold from Dillard's. So I pulled up on Dillard's, check it real fast. It says Close Shaver Squadron. It's the Ultimate Razor Burn and Bump Relief, 2.5 ounces, $26. Make sure it's the right product over here, which it is. Type in that $26, see what sort of product, what type of profit is on there. Currently $14.85. Again, this does not include any sales tax. If you have sales tax where you ship to, you need to calculate that in yourself, because a lot of people use prep centers that don't have any sales tax, and sales tax varies by state. Over time, it was like this product was pretty low price buy box. Looks like around Christmas time, Q4. And that was because there were a lot of sellers on it. Now the sellers have dropped off for the most part. Currently average about 7 to 3 sellers. Stays consistent around that $50, $55, $47. So if we go with the lowest that we've seen, $47.99, we still hold a 41% ROI on this product, $10. And that's with the current average low price of $47.99, which is also FBM. So if we're shipping FBA, there's a good chance that even with that FBM seller being at $47.99, which I don't see anywhere on here, you could have the price higher and still probably take buy box and sell it. What I see is that $52.99, puts us back at that $14.85 profit. Only a couple of sellers on here right now. 1, 2, 3 sellers. All right, and then with this, we would do the same routine, what they call rabbit trailing, where you'll look up other Kiehl's products on Amazon, as well as look up other Kiehl's products from your retailer. They have a lot of different products on there. Look up the very first one. We'll skip that one. That's like a big thing. This is Kiehl's Ultra Face Cream. We can look that one up. Let's copy paste it. Ultra Face Cream. What is the smallest? We got 0.95 and 1.7. So we go to 1.7. What's our price? 38 from Dillard's. Definitely no profit on that one. So probably best to stick with the lead that we had there. But again, we go through, look up all the other Kiehl's products. There's another size. This one says 4.2 ounce. This one is a 0.95 ounce, which from here is $24, so it's definitely not going to be profitable here. Other thing we can do is we can look up Keels and see if anybody else is selling it, or go straight to the Keels website and we can order from Keels directly, see what they have on sale over at their website. So from that lead, now we know Keels has a website. We can buy from them directly. See if they have any sales going on. Go to offers. No. Go to bestsellers. That's the product we were looking at. 1.7 ounce, $38. No profit there. But we would need to put in the time to look for other products at this point. We can go through the Keels website, we can go through Dillard's, we can just look it up through Google directly and see if there's anybody selling it. We'll go back to this lead. So we know this product right here at the current state is profitable for us. We bought it at that $26. Buy this, sell this right now. But we want a rabbit trail, look for other Keels products on Amazon, which we can start the process over here. It takes a lot of time. You'll have to sit down and just go through each and every single one of these products. Reverse look them up online. Look at Dillard's, look at Keels.com, look them up on Google, see if any other websites are selling it. See if there's any websites that are having like a sale going on where it's like buy one, get one half off or buy one, get one free. It just takes time. Really all there is to it. So you can use, the leads lists are meant to use that product and rabbit trail to find other products similar to that product. Just like we tried to do with the lip gloss. We didn't find anything else. We still know that clear is profitable though. Just like we can do with this Keels, which we started to do. There's a lot of products and it would take us hours to go through it right here online with each other. That's something that you can invest your time into, since they have a lot of products from Keels. And then we can move on to the next lead. It's this Barfly bar spoon from Webstaurant. Looks like it's going to be pretty large. 31.5 centimeters. All right, so product at Webstaurant is $11.16 if you buy it in lots of 12. If you buy them as singles, then it's $12.49 each. We would assume that we want to buy it in lots of 12. If we decide to buy this product, so $11.16, we put our profit back at this on $13.56 at the current price of $33.98. Over 100% ROI. This is a product that I currently do not have approval to sell. However, Webstaurant is a wholesaler. So if you were to buy 10 of these through Webstaurant, you'd get an invoice that you can then submit to Amazon to get ungated for that product, which I have everything logged out at this point. So, but the last little perk about buying product through Webstaurant is that they are a wholesaler and you can use their invoices to get ungated with. Again, $11.16. Scroll down, look at keep it over time. Very little history on this product, actually. Look at all. So it looks like right before Q4, Amazon was selling it, and then they ran out. So it'd definitely be worth trying. There's most likely some variations on here. You need to go through Keepa and check out the variations to see which one is selling the best on Amazon. Right here, you pull up the variation viewer on the Keepa extension, and you just go through each of these listings. A little quick tip: when you want to look at variations, just scroll over and look at the ratings and see which one has the most amount of ratings. So these top 5 have a decent amount of ratings, which means that they're going to sell the most. And all of these are very low price. None of these are the one we're looking at. But there's another thing we can do. Go through the variation viewer, look at the product variations, look at all the different types of products that are selling under that one listing. We know that this costs $11 at Webstaurant. It probably couldn't beat the price on any of this. But this orange, you know that Amazon is selling it. This one shows that Amazon's out of stock. Maybe we'll look at this one real fast. Being sold by someplace called Delivery USA. Highly doubt we can beat that $8 to make a profit. Shows the price stays consistent around the 20 to 21, but again, it's not really worth it. So we would just go back to our listing, which is right here. And then we would dig into this one. We can do reverse searching on this one. Type in this brand Barfly. Yeah. Type in the brand Barfly. Look at it on Amazon. See what other types of products that brand is selling on Amazon. Look for listings that are not being sold by Amazon. So you want to just go with these FBA seller listings. Right now, it seems like Amazon's selling a lot of the Barfly products. You have a Barfly ice bag. I wonder if we can find that. So take this Barfly ice bag. Check it for small and light. If we can find it for like $3, that would be a profitable product. Barfly ice bag. We cannot. It's $4.78 from Webstaurant. No, I'm sorry. This is called Restaurant Supply. $4.78. Not enough profit on there. But again, this is the same concept that we would want to follow. Is we'll look up other products on that brand, see what we can find. We're going to spend a little bit of time on the website that we came from, Webstaurant, see what other products they're selling, see if there's anything that we want to sell from Webstaurant. I'll go ahead and move on to the next product. Next one is this Black & Decker toaster, it looks like. Heather asks, what extension are you using to show Amazon and FBA sellers from the main search page? All right, so that is a part of Keepa. Where you can hover over and it pulls this little chart up. It does not work on sponsored listings. So that one said sponsored, it won't work. It won't pull the chart up. There we go. This pulls up a little Keepa chart in the bottom right corner. Now that's a setting you can turn on through Keepa directly. And I can look into making a little post about how to turn this keep it chart on in the bottom right corner. However, where it shows right here, this information, this is an extension called DS Quick View. Let me go back up, it'll show. This is an extension called DS Amazon Quick View. I can make a little post about that too. But that one, I utilize that extension just to show me this gray box of information right here. So it shows you the current rank, shows you the category, shows you the ASIN, shows you if it's sold by Amazon, shows you how many FBA sellers, and you pull up the keeper history pretty quickly. It will not work unless you pay for the premium version on sponsored listings. So listings that Amazon puts in front of you because they're sponsored or their ads are paid to be put in front of you, it won't pull up the information on those. However, every other listing, it'll pull up the information just fine. The keeper chart shows up on the bottom right. So all we have to do at this point is just hover over the product, see if Amazon shows any out of stocks, decide if we really want to look at this. Basically, just I myself try to avoid products that show sold by Amazon currently. So I'd go straight to this, but it shows there's only one FBA seller. So the chances are that's a third party or it's a private label product, and we don't want to mess with that. This does show sold by Amazon. It shows 3+ FBA sellers. So we do show that Amazon goes out of stock on this. And we could research this a little bit more if we wanted to. I'm going to go back to our toaster. But again, ask any questions and I'll hop right on them. We can figure it out. So this is our Black & Decker toaster from, looks like Boscov's. Price is $39.99. $39.99. We would go through this listing just as we do every other listing. Currently running $82.76. Doesn't look very, more like $79.99. 27% ROI. Have a $10 profit on this list. Again, what we could do at this point is pull up Black & Decker as a whole and look up every other Black & Decker product on Amazon. This process would take you a long time, but this is how you find more leads. This is how you find more products to sell off of just the one little list that I give you. You have 767 results for Black & Decker. If we take that out, you have over 3,000 results at this point, but no guarantee it's a right product. So here we go through this list. We go through this search result, and I would quickly skim through myself, and I would skip these ones that say sold by Amazon, and I'd look just for products that are being sold by FBA sellers only. That looks like a third or private label, private label, private label. This shows 7+. Shows 4 sellers. And of course, Keeper shows a lot of fluctuation on that price. So this might be worthwhile to check out and look up and see if you can find it anywhere. That price fluctuates, stays pretty solid at that $19.99. See if Amazon shares the buy box at all, which they do not. But again, keep going. Look for more products under this Black & Decker brand This is also a brand that you would have to get ungated in. Black & Decker is typically gated, and you need to get an invoice for this brand specifically. We used to sell a lot of Black & Decker toasters. You can't fit a whole lot in a box. So let's go back to this lead real fast. If you were to take this lead directly and buy it and sell it, type in not including tax. However, we're looking at the dimensions on this. So it's 14 by 13 by 9. All right, so if we're putting this in a box, and this is 14 inches by 13 inches by 9 inches, the dimensions of this, and we're going to ship this into Amazon, there's a good chance we'll probably only fit about 4 of these into a large outbound box when we ship it into the Amazon Prep Center, Fulfillment Center. So we need to take that into account as well when we're looking at this profit number down here. On average, for me, when I'm shipping products into Amazon, per large outbound box, I pay about $9 per box. So if I know that I can only fit about 4 of these into a box, I might be able to fit 5. I don't know unless I have it in front of me and I'm actually messing with the box directly, but I'm going to assume on the safe side that I can only fit 4. We'll take that $9 divided by 4. We'll say about $2.50. And I'm going to take that away from this profit. So I'm going to add it to my buy cost. And that's assuming the box is $10. So there's a little bit of wiggle room here, but that does impact your ROI. It drops it down to 19% at that point. So what you need to decide is shipping 4 of these in a box worth $8, $16, $24, $32 in profit, or is it not worth $32 in profit? You have to look at it by how much can I put into a box, because that outbound shipping cost is definitely going to impact my overall profit. We will see that a lot of people do FBM with this product. If you are not shy of FBM and you have boxes and you have tape, you have packing materials, and you have everything you need in order to do FBM, then you could definitely consider this product more instead of ruling it out, because you would have to spend what, $40, $80, $160, and you'll make $32 in profit. It's not the best because of how many you can fit in a box. But if you FBM this, which you'll see, FBM stays on here pretty well. FBM has a buy box quite often. You'll see on the red box right there, by third-party FBM, selling this product, FBM, is very viable. And even if we were to assume about $15 to ship it, you're still looking at a very good profit on this product. So this is definitely something that I personally would probably FBM versus FBA. And if I was going to FBA, I would try to put my price higher. So if we look, you'll see, well, this one's $79.99, ships from Amazon, so that's Prime. Probably won't be able to beat that pricing. So yeah, best bet on this one is don't rule it out, because your total like box profit is going to be relatively low. If you can FBM a product, you may as well FBM it, in my opinion. I tend to do more FBM than I do FBA because I can kind of circumvent problems like this. We'll go ahead and move on to the next one. Does anybody here do any FBM or have any questions about FBM? If you do, go ahead and ask it down below and I'll see it and work my best to answer it. This next lead, Desert Essence Kinder to kinder to skin Australian tea tree oil, sold by Vitacost. I have the links to the store plus the Amazon listing. Pull it up. It's a free pack. The bottle looks a little bit different, but that's fine because it's still the same product. You got the Desert Essence, kinder to skin, Australian tea tree oil, 4 fluid ounce. It's 4 fluid ounce right there. Same product. A lot of products will have different packaging, and that's okay. The vet said when I do FBM, I never get sales. Once I ship out for FBA, then it sells. It's pretty common. You get a lot more. You get a lot more sales, a lot more velocity, a lot more attention on a product when it is listed FBA. Because typically, when someone's shopping from Amazon, they want the prime 2-day shipping. They don't want to wait, a week. They don't want to buy from a third party. They want the prime shipping so it gets here faster and it's guaranteed. Oftentimes, when somebody is shopping on Amazon, they can also have third-party shipping listings turned off, so where they wouldn't even see you selling it as an FBM product. They would only see the FBA product, and that's it. You really have to do research on the product through Keepa to see if FBM is viable. If there's very few FBM sellers and it's all FBA, then you don't want to sell it FBM because nobody's gonna buy it that way. So going FBM versus FBA, very specific to the product and its selling history. You have to look at all of that through Keepa. Susan asked, best place to get plain boxes for FBM. I use Grainger. You can go online, order from Grainger.com, and most large towns have a Grainger, and you can pick it up directly from Grainger. They'll usually call you when they have your order in. They can also ship it to you as well. Another tidbit of info, if you plan to do a lot of FBM, it would not be a bad idea to look into box sellers or box manufacturers in the town that you live in. So let's pretend you live in Columbus, Ohio, and you want to try to find less expensive boxes to cut your FBM price down. If you would go into Google and type in box manufacturer, Columbus, Ohio, you're going to get a lot of feedback on that. And at that point, it would be up to you to go through each of those search results and try to make contact with those box manufacturers, cardboard box sellers. Reach out to them, get a price list. 99% of the time, their boxes are going to be a lot cheaper than Grainger or anywhere else that you can buy it. I do use one here where I'm located at, but it took me probably a couple of months off and on just to find one. I would look when I had the time to, and it took even longer just to set up an account with that box manufacturer. But their prices are about half of Grainger, so it was definitely worthwhile for me to invest that extra time into finding a cheaper box. Marion asked, FBM shipping is a little intimidating. Any tips for someone that hasn't done FBM at all? I can't seem to make it profitable. Start small, start light, start with products that are less than a pound. That way, you know for a fact that you can ship that product first class. Or UPS now gets discounted prices with Amazon if you buy UPS shipping. And half the time, if it's less than a pound, that price is pretty comparable to USPS first class shipping. Generally speaking, if you ship something first class, your price is going to be anywhere from like $350 to $550 max. More average is going to be about $450. So what you can do with that is, let's say you take a box of rice, and let's pretend that the FBM. Let's go here. Let's go to this listing. 4, 8, 12. So this is 4 ounces. This would be a 12-ounce product. This product right here would be under a pound. So $6.29 per item. $18.87 if we were to buy the 3 and sell the 3. Now we know right here, this is my FBA side on RevSeller. FBA, I would make an estimated profit of $4.79. We know on FBM, there's currently 8 sellers, I make a profit of $11.49. Now, we also know this is going to be 4, 8, 12 ounces. We can even round up and say 15 ounces if we include a small box. So let's add $4.50 for shipping, because we know that since this is less than a pound, we can ship this first class, or we can use the UPS discounted shipping, which is usually about the same price as first class, and we're averaging it at $4.50. So this product right here is something that we could sell FBM and make more profit depending on how much you pay for our box than if we did an FBA. So average box, say 50 cents. It would make possibly $6.49 if we did this FBM and we shipped it first class and we had a 50 cents box. However, if we go back to FBA, we're looking at $4.79 in profit if we were to ship it into FBA. So this is a $2 difference if you were to take this product and ship it yourself. However, you're probably going to get less sellers. You're probably going to get less people buying it. You get less attention on it because it is FBM. But because 90% of the people selling it ships from Next Gen Ventures, 90% of the people selling it are currently selling it FBM instead of FBA. And this is the type of product that would be successful as an FBM product. When you consider that the buy box was steady with FBM offers, there's currently more FBM sellers than there is FBA sellers. And on top of that, you make an extra $2 in profit off of this product if you sell it FBM. There is like a shipping cost chart. I can try to find it and post it in the group that everybody has access to it. But when I first started to do FBM, I used a chart that told me like 0 to 16 ounces is going to cost me $5. 1 to 2 pounds would cost me $8. 3 to 5 pounds would cost me $12. A chart like that. It's not always completely accurate, but I can see if I can find a shipping chart like that through UPS prices and USPS prices through Amazon. I'll see if I can find my old chart and I can post that in there. But that gives you a steady base to try and plan how much it's going to cost for you to ship something. Again, if you're just now starting with FBM, I would 100% stick to products that are less than a pound. That way I know if worst comes to worst, I'm going to be shipping this first class. It's probably not going to be any more than $5.50 for me to ship it. Stick with products that are not glass. Stick with products that are easy and safe to package. Don't do a lot of liquids. Really avoid things that would pose getting damaged while shipped. So avoid liquids, glass. That's really it. That's really it for the most part. I would just avoid breakable products and stick with a pound or less. Any other questions about getting started with FBM? Marion said, thank you. It doesn't seem as scary. A chart would be super helpful. Absolutely. I'll see if I can find that chart that I used to use. If not, I'm sure I could find something somewhere and I can put it up there for everybody to use. But again, this was another lead that was off of our list, this Desert Essence. We know right now that this is a profitable product. Price stays incredibly steady. It doesn't go below that $29.99 at all. In the past, it was even up at 34. Right now, it's 35. Our listing is showing 35. However, if we would go at that $29.99, which is the base, definitely no product on it, no profit on it at that point. But if you look back on Keepa, this product has been profitable since what? I want to say like January 16th, January 17th, somewhere around there. We're up above 30. It looks like there's only one person selling it at that $29.99, and they're no longer. Well, they're also FBM, so even at that point, you would stand to pose a little bit of profit. Really, when you're sourcing a product, you want to look at what the minimum price has been over the past like 90 days and make that decision to yourself that if I were to buy this product and the price tanks down to that low $29.99 again, would I still make a profit out of it? In this case, if you sold it through FBM, you would. How much? But currently, it's in this high $35 to $36 range. It would be pretty safe, in my opinion, to go out and try to FBM some of these, like right now. Even if you dropped your price a little bit below this 35, you did like 35 even to try and get some sales away from the other people that are currently selling it, that'd be fine. I'm not saying go out and tank the price on something to try and make a quick sell, because all you're going to do is hurt yourself at that point and hurt the other sellers. But if you were to like find one of these on a shelf and you want to make sure it sells right now before you were to go out and source a whole bunch, I would list it for 35 and get it gone. And then I would look into buying more in bulk from somewhere else. Coming up on an hour now. We've gone through these 5 leads. Again, with this one too, I would look up this Desert Essence on Amazon, see if there's any other products or listing I would want to dig into. And then it looks like Vitacost, the retailer, sells more Desert Essence products, which they do. So I could go through this list right here, look up each of these products directly on Amazon, or I could just look through Amazon until I find something that has only FBA sellers, no Amazon sellers, and then I go from that point. So I don't like to compete with Amazon. A lot of people do. I tend not to. So I'm looking for products that are only FBA sellers. So let's look at this one. This one's a little bundle. That'd be a nice one. This looks like it's conditioner and shampoo. No no Amazon on the listing. So I'll go Desert Essence Coconut Shampoo. I looked that up on Vitacost. It's already pulled up. $6.50. We're not going to be able to make a profit on this one. But this is just an example. Average price is $18.38. So if we did $6.50 and $6.50, that is $13. There's no profit there. Ever. No, because that's going to be over 60. That's over a pound, so we don't want to FBM it. But general idea behind that is we're going to look through Amazon, find other listings, look them up on the retailer site that we found this from, or just Google search for them. And that's basically it for the most part. Anybody have any other questions about the leads on this list? How to utilize the list? Any other questions before I call it quits? It is 4:53. I plan for us to be over by 5 o'clock. At least, I guess, 7 minutes for anybody's questions that they might have. While we're doing that, we can. Heather asked, if an item didn't have a buy box, what would be the benefit of sending FBA, or should it stay FBM? I would need to have a product in front of me, but if there's no buy box on the product, that just means that Amazon doesn't really like what it's selling for. Doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to have any sales off of that product. You would need to look through Keepa directly and see, like, let me pull up this listing. So we'd go through Keepa directly, and you're going to want to see the new offer counts down on the bottom. And that's going to tell us if there's been like an incline of sellers to where people aren't selling out, or you want to look to see if the amount of sellers stays about the same. You want to look to see if the amount of sellers goes down. The other thing is ratings. You would want to look at that product and see if the ratings go up, which this product is completely straight line, meaning there's been very few reviews to this product over the 90 days. I think this probably doesn't sell that fast. But when there's no buy box, you would really want to look at data and go with offers. You want to look at the history of the other sellers. So include over here where it says additional options, include historical offers. And you can go through here and see what other people were selling it for. You can't necessarily see if they sold it or not, but you can see if this pricing has stayed the same or stayed steady. And you'll want to price yours accordingly to that. If there's been no buy box over like a history of time, I would definitely consider going FBM first with a small test order of about 5 to 10, just to make sure that those products are going to sell before I invested the time and effort and money into ordering a lot and shipping it into a fulfillment center. And then it gets to that fulfillment center and it just sits there. So if there was no buy box over a large history of time, like I said, I would check to see how many new offers have come and gone. I would check to see if the review count has gone up at all over time. And then I would definitely consider just doing a test buy as an FBM product of about 5 or 10 to see how long those 5 or 10 products take to sell. And then I would use the data I get from how long it takes to sell those FBM products to make my decision on if I wanted to buy more and ship them in FBA. Right, and then this product, since we have it up, Desert Essence Herbal Blemish Touch Stick. So what we're going to want to do is see if we can find this over on Vitacost. No, we did not. Look it up on Google. It says Vitacost sells it. $6.86 for one. There's a pack of 6. 6, 6, 6. 0 profit on that. However, no, there's just no profit. But we would continue to go through Amazon, look up more Desert Essence products. And again, I wait for this information down here to load so I can see what has FBA sellers and what's not being sold by Amazon. Another trick is kind of look at the buy box, and if it's over $20, it's probably safer to spend your time looking at. This is a pack of 4, $11.91, 2468. So you'd want each product to be $2 or less. So if we were to look this up, we want it to be $2 or less. It's absolutely not $2 or less. So it'd be $14 would not be worthwhile. And that's at the current price, $21.56. Yeah. So that would not be a profitable product. But again, scroll through, look for products that are $20 or more. Generally, if it's $20 or more, it's going to leave us enough wiggle room for some profit. Looks like a lot of these are packs or bundles, though. I got the 2-pack at 19. We know that shampoo was $6.50, so there's a good chance that this is about $6.50 because it's 8 ounces, so it's going to be about $13. We can go ahead and look at it anyways, though, just to double check ourselves. $6.30, so there's no profit there. There could. No, there's no profit on that. But that's the general gist behind looking at products from a leads list. Is it gives you a brand like the Desert Essence, Black & Decker, Barfly, Kiehl's, or Dior. It gives you a brand to look up. You know, if this one product is selling, there's a very good chance there's other products under that brand that are also selling well on Amazon. You just have to put in the time to find those products. So I know for a fact that you can buy and sell a lot of different Kiehl's products. And if you pay attention to that brand, when a retailer puts them on sale, there's a lot of profit in Kiehl's. There's a lot of low rank selling items from that brand. Same with Black & Decker. I personally have never heard of Desert Essence or Barfly until today. So I added them to this list this afternoon. But we know that Barfly has a lot of products and give you ample time to look them through. Desert Essence has a lot of products. You can look up all those Desert Essence brand of products on Amazon. I would almost be certain that Desert Essence has to have like their own website. We can go to their own website. Right there. Go to their own website and see if their products are a little bit cheaper if we buy them from them directly. There's no guarantees, but it is a possibility. See if they have any sales going on. There's a winter clearance sale. We could look through that if we wanted to. I'm sure those products will be less of a cost than if we were to buy them from Vitacost or another retailer. So now we can go through all these, look these up on Amazon, see if we can find a listing for these. All right, it's 5:02, so I'm going to go ahead and end this. Does anybody have any last minute questions for us? All right. Well, I appreciate everybody for joining us today. I'm going to look into trying to do this more often, add more leads over time. We can go through the list together, go through sourcing together, answer any questions that might come up from people or from you while we're going through the list. Until next time, I appreciate everybody that joined today. Thank you.